Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is going to be my AKB0048 episode 2 review. This episode was pretty interesting, pretty good, I'll have to say. We end up finding where the whereabouts of Chieri and some more of AKB action, and the plot thickens a little bit further, and we're going to see what happens next and see what's going on and see if they actually finish the auditions, because they didn't really even get to do their second part of the auditions. So yeah, let's try the key points here. They end up getting onto the the ship, and they're gonna go to the whole audition things, and they're all getting ready and everything. They have jitters about the whole thing, and we end up seeing this new character. She's a stowaway on the boat, not on the boat, but on the ship, and she didn't pass her audition, so that's why she's a stowaway, and they've been looking for her. And her name is Sanata. Yeah, her name's Sanata. She's like, I'm gonna be an idol, like, oh, and stuff. She thinks it's all awesome, but no, she's not. So she's a stowaway. So she ends up meeting up with this other girl that's also a new character, that's also trying to be part of the AKB, and her name is Suzuko. She called her Linda because of how it could be read. And then we also end up seeing this other girl. She's also trying to join the AKB, and her name is Yoko Mizo Makoto. And they all end up meeting up with the main characters, Yuka, Nagisa, and Orin, and they end up becoming friends. And so they're a whole mutual relationship, friendship, because of everyone trying to join the AKB, and they're like, I want to be able to join the AKB with all my friends and everything like that. And so then when they end up finding on the news that Chieri has been missing and everything like that, and so they end up going to look on the ship to see if Chieri's on the ship, because apparently she might be on the ship. That's what the people said that are controlling the ship right now. And so they end up looking around. Nagisa ends up running into Chieri. Chieri was like, you're gonna have the still same kind of idea. You thinking like everyone's gonna be able to pass and everything like that. Everyone's gonna be your enemy. You gotta remember that everyone's your competition. So you gotta be able to be the one to stand out. You can't just be super friendly to everyone. Not everybody's gonna pass. And that's what she's trying to tell Nagisa, what Chieri was saying. And so then that is Chieri, by the way. It was a mystery that it wasn't Chieri, but I knew it was Chieri from the moment I saw her, regardless of what you saw. And so she ends up leaving. Then Nagisa's like, oh man, I can't believe it. So I forgot. We are all competition. I guess I was stupid. And so she was worrying about that and everything like that. He's like, don't worry, we're all still gonna pass. It's still a possibility. I mean, a lot of people can pass this. And so then there's a big old attack happening. These people are called the Deaths, and they're freaking fighting mechs, and I think part of some kind of government. They're trying to find the people that are trying to join AKB right now. And so they're like, oh crap, that's us, Yuka, Nagisa, and the rest of them. They're like, oh crap, we gotta go. So they start running. They're on a wild goose chase. The people, they have guns and everything. They're all coming after them and everything. I'm surprised they didn't just shoot just to kill them or something. I guess they're trying to contain them. And so they're doing all this hiding and running and everything like that. And then the AKB actually came because they heard that AKB was on the ship too. That's what they're trying. That was their main goal, to be going over there. So the AKB actually comes. They end up saving the girls and everything like that. And then as they're all getting saved and everything, Nagisa noticed her ribbon fell out of her hair. And she's like, oh no, my mama gave me that. And so she had to go back to the room that was attacked, and it was all destroyed and everything. So she had to go back to the room to go get the ribbon. So she goes back in there. She doesn't get the ribbon. She's just like, yay. She's all nonchalant, not really, she's like unaware of her actual situation right now. And so then this robot guy ends up coming back. He's like, yeah, I got one of them down now. And she's like, no, let me go. And so then freaking Chieri ends up coming and saving her. And she's like, see, I told you, everyone's gonna be your enemy and stuff like that. And you gotta watch what you're doing. How can you join the AKB if you can't protect yourself? Is what she said. Because apparently AKB isn't just some pop idol group. They also some freaking martial artists that know how to do some fighting attacks and blam. They're just freaking epic apparently, and stuff like that. So then a freaking chandelier falls, lands on Chieri. Nagisa's like, oh my god, no, I can't just leave you alone. Like, did you see the display that the AKB did? If they're challenging each other, if they weren't working together and stuff like that, it's not like a competition. They don't seem like they're competing against each other. They're all working together. So I want my friends to pass. We're all gonna pass. So don't worry about it. You get that? Got it? Good. And so she's trying to save her. She couldn't do anything, of course. And then the AKB ends up coming, and one of the AKB girls, her I think it was I'm not even sure. There's one of the AKB girls. They end up having some. Apparently AKB has some superpowers as well from the Kirara thingies. The Kirara is those little green floating ball thingies, and apparently it's their essence. It's the idol's essence. So you know, they kiss it and stuff like that, whatever, and then it glows and everything like that, and it gives them superpowers. Basically, that's why she's able to lift the chandelier up. That girl that's from part of the AKB, and so they end up getting out of there, and then we end up seeing this other girl, and her name is my Yu, and they end up that girl's a freaking robot, and she ends up attacking this other robot machine that was trying to get them, and so they end up getting on the ship to you know, the escape pods, and they end up leaving, and then they end up going to this vortex, and they're now gone. And so now we're gonna see what the next episode, see what happens next with them. Hopefully they can, you know, it looks like Nagisa might be part of the whole AKB thing, because she can control Kirara, because Chieri could never get it to light up until Nagisa came. Nagisa lighted it up, and so we're gonna see what happens next, and see why she's gonna be part of the AKB, and see what's going to happen here. Because, I mean, yeah, I also will tell you this. I'm not going to remember all the characters in the show. There's just so many characters in the show. And I'm kind of worried about that, for the fact that we're not going to get all the character development for, especially the main characters. There's so many characters in this. And I'm just like, I'm worried about that now, because it's just too many of them. I guess if you expect me to remember all the characters' names, you're sad. You're gonna be sad, okay? So, yeah. But for the most part, I remember most of the names. There's just a lot of characters. So, what are your thoughts and opinions on this episode? Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more AKB reviews, because I will be doing this each week. So stay tuned, people. It's been my AKB0048 episode 2 review, and until then, break out.